Hello, everyone. Thank you to my new subscribers. The police were called out to my house. There was somewhat unprofessional behavior. So take a look at this and we're going to discuss it.
I won't play with you when I said this. No, so for real. Yeah. Man, I don't like this.
No new friends. Police! Grand Police Department!
She ain't come to that though. I told you 10 out of 2. She ain't coming. She probably think we KKK out here. That lady is crazy.
Police!
Please. Hey, you staying over?
Well, I have some reports to do because I forgot to get the tablet today, so I got to stay over and do my reports.
Then they
She's talking in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Native contact.
She kind of like she's talking to herself.
I'm telling you. Protest. For what? That be telephone profane.
What they do with information to it?
Is it?
Hey! I've been doing this for a while. Go! I forgot to put the tab. I ain't even there. I just didn't get you to the Nah, I want to be there.
I thought that's the one I had for like.
Hey! Hey!
The police pulled his clip. Why? I don't know. But there's no threat, and you're already ready to shoot somebody.
I won't play with you when I said
They
this.
went from knocking to
No, so
beating
for
as
real.
if I had murdered somebody.
No new friends.
Police! Grand Police Department!
She ain't come to that though. I told you 10 out of 2. She ain't coming. She probably think we KKK out here. That lady is crazy.
Police!
Please. Hey, you staying over?
Well, I have some reports to do because I forgot to get the tablet today, so I got to stay over and do my reports.
You have already prejudged me. So there's deep rooted bias.
That lady is crazy.
She's talking in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Native contact.
She kind of like she's talking to herself.
I'm telling you.
Hilarious. That was my TV on. My TV.
Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification as you will be notified of upcoming videos.
So here I am traveling home. So let's see what really happened. I'm traveling home. I'm coming around this curb. The girl that called the police on me, she's going to be to my right. She's in a blue SUV. Her name is Becky. She's coming up here. She is about to get behind me. So I'm making this turn. As I make this turn, there is a car in a distance. Now, this girl is going to tell the police, this girl in this car who insulted me, she's going to tell the police that I cut her off. Does it look like I cut her off? No. It looks like I'm parking. Now, this girl told the police that I had blocked her path. Now, this is not a block. This is me parking. And I had the phone up recording. And so that's what ticked her off. That's my right. I certainly didn't block her. That's a lie. She's not even in front of my house. So how am I blocking her from traveling where she wants to go? But what took time is for me, I had a phone in one hand and I'm trying to maneuver my truck in the other hand. And this street is short. So that took a little maneuvering. It took a little time. So that ticked her off. But this is what she said after she got ticked off. So after this girl said what she said and these two passed each other, they said something about me where I could hear it. And they went on. This girl went all the way around the circle and got her sister and brought her back. And you will see this clip next.
What you recording that car for? Huh? You recording the other car. Savannah. This my little story. Oh, okay.
A couple of more things was said that was not captured on the ring camera. And these two went down the street to talk to Becky. Okay, the police is coming. Let's see why Becky called the police. Let's see what the police has to say.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, we can come down and see what was going on today.
Um, I'm. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm?
Ma'am.
I didn't call y'all. The girl came down here. She talking about the girl down there.
Well, y'all got into an altercation, right?
A fist fight.
No, ma'am. Verbal.
Just talking.
I wasn't talking to her, and she got that on her camera. I wasn't talking to her. I was talking to the girl that came down here that parked in her driveway. And when she recorded me, I told her on the camera I wasn't talking to you. She was talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's on her camera. She was talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to the girl in the car that was down here in the first place talking to me.
Mm-hmm. Was there
The
issue
girl
with the girl in the car?
No, the girl came down. Yeah, the girl said that I was recording her.
Mm-hmm.
The girl is in my kids' family.
Mm-hmm.
She stay down the street. She in my kids' family. When I was making a turn, I'm being gang stalked for one.
Okay, who's
I'm being
gang
gang stalked. Well, it's yeah. I think I talked to this lady about it when I first.
Talk to me about the KKK.
Okay, let me stop the video right here. Asking me who's gang stalking me is a loaded question. You know what gang stalking is. You've been in the game long enough to know what gang stalking is. It's a mob. It's a group of people that's stalking you. There's no who's gang stalking you. There's no such thing. There's absolutely no such thing as who is gang stalking you. Gang stalking is a mob of people. It's a group. It consists of agencies like the police department, the fire department, emergency service, the city apparatuses, some community groups, some organizations, some businesses. It's a group. It's not a who. And another thing, I don't remember telling you the KKK was stalking me. I don't remember anything about that. You know. So, but this is some homework I left. If you don't know about gang stalking, watch these videos. The name of the video is here and the author on YouTube.
Stock, why would you be out here arguing with your neighbors? That's
Well,
what we're trying to figure
well,
out. That's why we came over here. Because the video that we saw, you were cursing. You're cursing your neighbor out, and the young
I
lady
was
that was
talking
in the
to the
car.
one in the car. I
But
was not
you,
talking,
ma'am,
but
Miss
she
Mason.
came over here first.
And Miss Mason, you drove down to that young lady's mom's house. You
Mhm.
said some words to that young lady.
I,
Then
okay.
you pulled off. Then you reversed it and went back
No,
to that young.
because she said.
But regardless of what she
But
said, Miss
listen,
Mason,
listen.
you don't pull back
That
to somebody's house.
started before she recorded it.
I mean,
That
but
started down here before
no,
then.
it didn't. I
No,
know that
I'm
part.
talking
She
about-
recorded everything.
No,
She
you're not
recorded-
listening.
Yes, Miss Mason, we watched the whole video.
That's down there.
No.
That started down here
But we
before
saw-
I drove down there.
But we saw
Do
the
you
other
have the
video.
recording of it starting here?
I
At
have
the
I have the
mailbox.
recording when I was backing up, and I have the recording when she stopped that lady, and she was talking about me in front of my house.
That's what I'm saying, Miss Mason. That she has a recording. She was trying to go to a mailbox. You cut her off and everything.
I didn't cut her off from my mailbox. I was blocking her mailbox.
She said you cut her off. She was trying to get to her mailbox. She was
No,
in her vehicle.
that's not how that
But
went.
you end up cutting off the other young lady too. That's why you two are having words
No,
and everything
cutting off
from her
From doing what?
going wherever she was trying to get to. You cut both of them off.
No, that lady was down here talking to me.
Yeah,
She
'cause-
had words. No, before that happened.
No, Miss Mason. That's what I'm saying. Before the incident, when you pulled out to her house, the young lady that's in the video, she's in a maroon car.
Right.
You had words with her because you cut her off too.
No,
and
I was
everything.
backing. No, it's on my camera.
I mean,
I was backing up
But-
in my driveway. I did not cut her off.
But the only thing, Miss Mason, we
This
just came.
girl gonna tell me I can't drive. She yelled out of her car at me, and the girls that yelled out of her car at me, and the other one that was sitting on the other side, she left after I had backed up in my driveway. She left, made this turn, and went and got her sister Stella. Now I put $50 on Stella books to help her get out of jail.
Well, this
She,
is the
they
thing,
both
Miss.
of them came down here.
This is the thing, Miss Mason. We just came over here because you all are neighbors, and we don't like to see neighbors be into it and be combative with
Look,
one
that
another.
lady been bothering me since I've been here.
And we're gonna nip this in the bud today. We're
She
not
been-
coming back
she
over.
been-
Miss Mason, we're not coming back over here. Hold on, Miss Mason. The thing, and I'm gonna tell her like I'm gonna tell you. Whatever you all have going on, it needs to stop. Because the next time we come over here for this pettiness that's going on, we're gonna start taking people to jail. Because it makes no sense to be cursing each other out, riding down the road, leaving. So I'm just gonna leave you
I
with that.
wasn't saying that I was
No,
listening
Miss
to him.
Mason. I saw the video. I heard everything you said. So we're not gonna come back over here. Not tonight, not next month.
Man.
We're not coming. Miss Mason, I'm done. I don't want to come back over here.
Okay.
If we have to come back, somebody's going
If
to
she,
jail.
well, let me talk. If she
You just
says,
talk,
if she
Miss Mason.
says one word to me, I'm gonna
She's
call
not-
you.
she's
I'm
not
just
gonna
telling
say
you.
anything to
Because I
you.
know what she done said to me.
She's not gonna say anything.
I
She
know
just-
what she done said.
She just wants to live in peace,
I do too.
just like the rest of the neighborhood.
I
They
do
want to
too.
live in peace.
I do too.
So you know,
I'm just
just
saying.
keep it
If she
there.
says something to me, I'm calling you.
Okay. But don't be calling us for no pettiness.
But that's what she just called.
The whole situation is petty. I
Right.
saw the video. Okay?
Right. And you, okay.
All right. You take care, Miss Mason.
Okay. Thank you.
So now you're forced to look at this situation for what it is. I was traveling home to my house. I took my phone out to record. I'm backing up in my driveway, said nothing to anyone, no one. This girl is in front of Becky's house. I did not cut her off. It is clearly, you could clearly see I didn't cut her off with the video. When they passed each other, I was still almost in my driveway when Becky and the girl in the red car passed each other and they said something about me at that point. I'm listening. I heard what they said. And yes, when the girl said something about me, I laughed. Ha ha ha. So Savannah leaves my house to go get Stella, her sister. You saw the tape. After leaving my house, they go down the street to Becky's house. So I went down to Becky's house. Now I didn't go in, I was on the road for one. And I was talking to Stella. Becky said something to me while I'm talking to Stella. And I immediately told Becky, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Then she says, well, you talking about me. I didn't even say this girl a name. How you know I'm talking about you? What makes you think I'm talking about you, not the girl in the driver's seat who said something to me? So what she wanted me to do, she made me say something to her. So since you want me to say something to you, yes, I did back up. Since you want me to say something to you, I'm going to say something to you. When I'm specifically telling you, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Stella. And how you know I'm talking about you? So what they did when the police came, after she called the police, they just fabricated some shit. Made something fit where it didn't supposed to fit. What she really got mad was when I backed up, I called her a baboon. That's what she got mad about. And she looks like a goddamn baboon by the face. I don't care what nobody say. I always have said. I told my kids long time ago she looks like a damn baboon. But that's what she was mad about. So when the police said that she watched the tape, she didn't watch nothing incriminating. She did not. She did. She couldn't even say nothing that I did that was incriminating. Okay, but I get the point where she is only receiving half of the truth. So she was not well informed, for one. Now, the lady that was with the one that was talking the most, she did ask me for the recording or the tape or the video. She did ask me that. I did not have the video at that point. My video in my car and my Ring camera. I could have showed her my Ring camera, but the video in my car, I I muted the sound, so she was not gonna hear anything on that. Because when I use my video to record, I don't want any sound because I don't want to have to take sound away from it. That way I could voice over anything that I record. Now the only thing I could have shown her was the Ring camera. Now, so they were all misinformed, basically. Everything that those people said was basically sugar coated. Now, as far as their behavior, I don't understand you pulling your clip because you don't see no threat. I don't remember talking to you about no KKK. I don't even know where you get that from. My TV was on when you all were banging on my door. I don't answer my door when somebody banging on my door. Why would I answer my door? So when I heard all the banging, I turned my Ring camera on. And when I turned my Ring camera on live, I was able to hear what was outside and see what was outside. That's the only way I knew it was the police, because I turned my Ring camera on. Now, for the most part, these were some professional. The one that was doing the most talking, she called me Miss Mason. She was misinformed. She was wrong, because she was misinformed. But she handled herself in a professional way. The other lady, other than her saying I'm talking to myself, which she thought it was me, but it's the TV, she was professional. She didn't say much. The guy, I don't know, I guess he's a little young. I don't know. But for the most part, I don't have any problems with the police. Even with the gang stalking, I don't have any problems with the police. They don't sit and harass me. You know, they do their jobs. I do not have any problems with the police. Never have had any problems. I respect the police. I respect officers. You know, I'm just that type of person. We had one person, we had one officer to get killed, I believe a year or 2 years ago. These people put on their uniforms and they risk their lives for us every day. They vow to an oath to protect and serve. So I respect that. I respect that. And that's unfortunate somebody had to lose their life, but I respect, the police. Now, the backdrop, the reason why I don't talk to this girl, period. I don't talk to nobody in her family. This girl, you see how close her house is to me? Very close. And how close this dude house to me on the other side? Very close. They broke in my house in 2014. The paperwork is at the police department. Her boyfriend broke in my house. I'm working out of town. My son is here. But he wasn't not here at the house. But he's here in town. He was living here. I was not. Her boyfriend broke in my house. Him and his buddies. Tommy Lee down the street. The boy across the street. Quintaris Wallace. All of them broke into my house. Stole my washing machine. Stove. Dryer. Tools. And they were in here half the night. All night almost. And had prepped stuff up to come back and get. My son came here the next day and called me while I was at work and said the door had been kicked in. The boy across the street was living right next door at the time. He was cutting my grass. And I knew something was fishy because he knew I come home on the weekend, but he's Quintaris Wallace. I'm going to tell you his name. He knew I come home on the weekend, but he kept calling me and asking me for the money to pay him for cutting my grass. So he was calling me because he basically wanted to know when I was coming home. That's the reason why he was calling. So they could do what they had to do in my house. Not only that, they stole my identity. After they broke into my house, in order for me to file my taxes, I have to get a PIN number. So Gregory Graves was cutting my grass. He started cutting my grass. 2 or 3 days later, he came to cut my grass and saw this girl boyfriend, Becky, boyfriend, coming back from the back of my house, him and another dude, trying to break in my house a second time. And every time I went to court, Becky and her mama was there to defend this boy. He was in so much trouble, he couldn't even make it to court. So no, I don't talk to these people. And not only that, after that happened, some months later, we're all sitting outside. We're having a nice time. Becky, her boyfriend, Quintaris Wallace, Tommy Lee, and some more boys at her house. This gray house next door to mine. My son and my daughter was outside my house, just chilling. Hell, I don't know. We don't know. We don't talk to them, so we didn't care what they had going on. But her boyfriend tried to get my son's attention by saying, "You gotta let a weak nigga pass. You gotta let a weak nigga pass." So my son is outside. Now you done already broke in my house, his mother's house. You done violated this young man. You done stole stuff from here, my house, and you fucking with a nigga? Okay. So this is what my son told him. Because he's showing out in front of these folks at his house, obviously. He said, come out in the streets. That's exactly what he told him. So this is the type of dude, you walking around with your shirt off like you big and bad up and down the street. That's how he roll. Like you tough man. And them the very ones that fall first. But anyway, when he tried to go out into the streets, they pulled him back. Becky and her mama pulled him back. He kept talking. My son and my daughter in my yard having fun, having a drink. It must have been around some type of holiday. This dude kept talking. So they finally let him in the streets. My son was drinking a Corona. Now, mind you, my son has been playing T-ball, baseball, since T-ball all the way up to the 12th grade. He played baseball. So his hands flexible, his arms flexible. I can say that. He's in good health. So dude come out in the street. My son go out in the street. As soon as my son walked up to him, he already knew what to do. He took that damn Corona bottle and uppercut that motherfucker, and he fell on the ground. After he fell on the ground, he gave him some more licks. And they had to call the ambulance for this dude. Then he gonna accuse my son of breaking his teeth. And after that, he gonna press charges against my son. But all of them, with the direction of them, and he started it. Now, how you gonna start some shit, get your ass whooped, and go press charges against somebody? Because he got his ass whooped. And his teeth knocked out his fucking mouth. So, to tell you, we neighbors, she ain't my goddamn neighbor. She's a fucking criminal. That's a criminal across the street, down the street. I don't deal with these people. I have not dealt with these folks in years. I don't talk to them. I don't say nothing to them. Now, I'm going to tell you, really, I did these folks' taxes. Becky, her mama, her grandmama, Quintaris Wallace. I did their taxes in 2013. If I was a dirty ass person and still got that goddamn information, if I was a dirty ass person, I would have put that shit on the black web. All of it. Kids and all. If I was a dirty ass person. Unlike what they did to me. They took my shit and I can't file my taxes without a PIN number. So no, we not neighbors. These folks all in this gang stalking shit. I don't trust none of them. And don't tell me you don't know nothing about gang stalking and who gang stalk. It's not no who. It's not a who. That's a loaded question. That's what that is, a loaded question. Now, I posted pictures Cause I've been documenting. So all them cars and all them snippets that you saw, yeah, yeah. Tag numbers, spreadsheets, yeah. Eventually I'm gonna put something together. And do your homework. Watch those videos. Do your homework. So I'm gonna leave this video where it's at. It's I gotta work tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and be safe.